Hi art people. Today we're going to go ahead and make some blended candy canes. And when I say blend, I mean our colors are going to blend together so it looks very realistic and three-dimensional. Three-dimensional as it pops out at you and makes it look like it's not a flat surface but actually has some depth to it. It's really easy, really quick, and I think you're going to like the results. You might want to do more than one. All you need for this project is some oil pastels. I've got a couple different colors here. White, super important. We definitely need a white today. This is going to be our best friend to help us blend. Some scissors, a pencil, and a candy cane tracer, which you will find in Schoology. You'll have to print it out and cut it out. If you don't have a printer or you don't have access to this, you can just go ahead and freehand it and draw it. We're going to draw this on a piece of colored construction paper. I have light blue. Any color will work, because these oil pastels really show up nicely on that, on construction paper. I'm gonna go ahead and put my tracer down. I've already cut this out. And I'm going to spread out my fingers and press down so it doesn't move around on me while I'm tracing. And I'm just gonna go around with a pencil and trace the shape of my candy cane. I'm gonna move it around, come around this way. And it's pretty decent. Next, I need to draw those stripes in. Try not to draw the stripes perfectly straight across. Notice the curve to them. I'm even putting more of a curve on this than there is here. The curve of the stripes of your candy cane is what's going to make this look realistic and that it has depth. All right, we're pretty much done with this tracer now. We don't really need it anymore. The next step is we're going to go ahead, take our white oil pastel and draw a white line down the middle of the candy cane. So I'm going to go ahead and just draw right down the center, starting up at the curve, going down and around to the bottom. And I'll just thicken that up a little bit. This is going to be the highlight on my candy cane, which is why we're making it white. So now that I've gone ahead and done that, I want to make the line even wider. So I'm going to go and make some zigzags. Now notice I'm going back and forth. I'm not going like this. Don't do that. We want to go ahead and make some zigzags right on the top, going from side to side, one edge of the candy cane to the other. This is what's going to help make it look like it has depth. Believe it or not, the direction that you color in can definitely help to make your artwork look more realistic. So now I've got this zigzag done. I'm going to go ahead and take a light shade of green, and I'm going to color in every other stripe with my light shade of green. So next to the white, I'm going to do a little zigzag of light green on this side and this side, but I've left a little space on the sides here. I skip one, I'll do the other one, do it on the bottom, do it on the top, still leaving a little bit of space, skip one. And this is just a zigzag motion, a back and forth motion that I'm coloring in. So we've got our stripe of white, and then we have a light color on either side. Next, I'm going to take my darker green, and I'll go next to that and fill in the rest of my candy cane. If I go outside of the line, it's okay. I'm going to cut this out later, so don't be super concerned about staying inside the lines. Stay inside of your striped lines of the candy cane, but you don't have to stay inside of the lines of the actual outer line of the candy cane, because we are cutting this out. All right, here we go, zigzagging back and forth, filling it in. It's already looking like it's got a certain amount of depth to it. You don't have to use green if you don't want to for one of your stripes. You can use whatever color you want. My next color is going to be red, so I'm taking a lighter color of red, which is pink, and again doing that zigzag in the areas that I have not yet colored, leaving some room for my next color, which would be the red. So right next to my white on either side, I'm making the pink go back and forth to fill it in. Finally, I'll go in with my red and I'll fill in the rest. Now it looks decent, but there's a little bit of blending that we're going to need to do because we have some very zigzaggy, jagged colors here that are not quite blending yet. So the key to blending is we're going to take our lighter colors and we're going to go over the light color and the dark color with the light color, and it's going to act as a blender. So we've got this little zigzaggy thing happening. Next thing we want to do is take the lighter color. So I'll go ahead with the green first. I've got my lighter color of green, and I'm going to blend these together to make it more gradual, to change more gradual. So I'm going on the dark green and the light green, and I'm blending the two colors together. So I'll do one side and let you see the other side. See how it's for blending right there? It's not blending there. I'm basically getting rid of this line and blending the two colors together so you can't really see where one color ends and the other color begins. So I'm blending. This is a really great tool to use for art, these oil pastels. If you don't have any, definitely get your hands on some. They're not super expensive, and if you can get a coupon from Michael's, they're even less expensive. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my red. I'm blending the red with the pink. Again, notice how it's blending here, but there's definitely a beginning of the red here and the beginning of the pink here. We don't want to see that line. We want to blend it. So blend your colors together. Again, it's not super time consuming. And these are really thick. When you're working with pastels, they're very thick and it's hard to do fine detailed work. So it forces you to work a little bit bigger. And this template that we've got for the candy cane is about the size of a regular piece of paper, 8.5 by 11. So it's pretty good as far as making you fill up the page. All right, so now let's blend in the white. The white is really like, hello, I'm white and I'm just very, very bright. So let's blend the white. I'm going a little bit on the green and a little bit into the white to blend these colors together. Same thing over here. I'm doing a little bit on the pink, a little bit in this area. And I'm still going in that back and forth motion. And it's blending very nicely. We're almost done. As soon as we're done with this blending part, we've got one more piece to do. A little bit of my green is getting in with my pink. That's okay. So the final piece is, we've got all these zigzags on the edge. So we're going to clean it up by just cutting it. So I'm going to follow my original pencil line and carefully cut right along my line, getting rid of all of those choppy edges. Being really careful to not cut into my candy cane, or the good part of my candy cane. This will make a great Christmas card for somebody, or a holiday card. If you wanted to stick this on something, you could even hang it on a doorknob or a tree, and it will make a really nice decoration for this holiday season. What I'm gonna do, now that I've got it all cut out, looking decent, check that out. I'm going to take a piece of black paper, and it's really gonna stand out. If you put something bright like this on top of a dark color, it creates contrast, which makes it really stand out. I'm gonna go ahead and glue mine down like this. If you want to, you do another candy cane, and you could put it like this and maybe make a heart, put two of them. That would be super cute. Or don't put it straight up and down, put it at an angle. Whatever you want to do at this point, it is up to you. We'll just take a little bit of glue. Not a lot, just a little. A friend of mine says, just a dot, not a lot. And when using a glue stick, just one little rub back and forth is good. Now I'll just press it. I don't want to rub because I might rub some of this nice color onto my black paper, and I want to keep that nice and clean. And there you have it, a blended candy cane. Quick, easy, under 10 minutes. I hope you give it a try. and it comes out beautiful and you're happy with the results. Happy holidays, happy drawing, and I'll see you soon. Bye.